Hey guys, Peyton Snake back here again for another DVD and Blu-ray update for you guys this week. It's been about 2 weeks since my last one. Got a decent amount of stuff here on my stack to review for you guys. One of them being from Screen Factory, one of them being from Vestron Video, one of them being from Disney Movie Club, Troma, and a couple of got a Region B lots DVD once again to talk about. So quite decent stuff here to talk about. But as usual, I'm going to start off with the Blu-rays and then with the DVDs. So we got 13 movies here. We got 7 Blu-rays, 6 DVDs. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So the first one here I got, so I'm continuing on the Critters franchise, starting with Critters 3 here on Blu-ray. This is actually the reversible artwork I decided to use, because this is the one that they used for the DVD version that came out. And of course, you know, this is the other cover that they have. And you know, I haven't watched any of these Critters movies in years, you know, and well, I reviewed the first 2 movies a couple months back. This one actually has Leonardo Dicaprio. This is like one of his first movies. This is when he was a kid. But this movie is basically about his father, and he has this daughter who's like 17 now, 17 or something, and she's got a little brother, and they're basically about to get evicted from the apartments that they live. And of course, you know, the critters crash there to the apartment, and they're causing mayhem at the apartments. And people, the attendants that are there, they're like freaking out, wondering what they're gonna do, how they're gonna get rid of the critters. You know, this one was actually fun. I honestly forgot how much fun this one actually was. But you know, I actually do really like this one a lot. But this one, for feature-wise, you get a new making of Critters 3. Get some interviews with producer, screenwriter, a couple of the stars. One of the Chiodo brothers talk about the movie, trailer, and still gallery. But really do like this one a lot. Alright, this next one right here, just to let you guys know, this is actually a region-free release, but this movie has already been released in the US from Screen Factory, but for some reason I kind of like this cover that the UK had a little bit better. But, you know, reviewing this and watching this one just in time before the new one that comes out this weekend, which I cannot wait to see, and I'll review to you guys this weekend. That is CANDYMAN here on Blu-ray. This is, like I said, this is the UK Blu-ray. This is a region-free release. There's no features on this one. And what's interesting is, you know, Columbia owned the rights to this, but in the UK, it's Universal owned the rights to this one. But this one, if you haven't seen this one, you know, it's definitely a must-watch one. The movie is basically, you know, if you say Candyman 5 times in the mirror, supposedly a Candyman comes out of the mirror and kills you with a hook. But basically, you know, it stars Virginia Mason, and you know, Tony Todd plays Candyman, of course. And it's her, like, her playing the student, you know, trying to do, like, research and, like, doing the story of the urban legend of Candyman, and wondering if it's true, like, interviewing a bunch of people. You know, it's a very, very, very creepy movie, you know. Of course, they made 2 other sequels, like, which I watched the second one on Netflix a couple years ago. I didn't really like that one. I liked William O'Leary that was in it. And I know they did a 3rd one, which I never watched that one. I have it on VHS. I bought it a couple of years back at a Goodwill, and I still haven't watched it. But the new one is directed by Jordan Peele, and that one, originally, I think that one was originally going to be a remake, but it's actually a direct sequel to this movie. So that's why I bought this actually about a year ago, but I wanted to wait until it was close enough for, like, I wanted to watch it before the new one came out, which, like, a couple days before the new one came out, if you guys know what I mean. But of course, you know, when COVID happened, it delayed, so, but, you know, I honestly forgot how much fun this movie actually was, you know. If you haven't seen this one, definitely give this one a check, because I really enjoyed this one. Alright, this next one right here, I actually really like this one. You know, most of these movies I'm keeping, there's 3 movies I'm going to get rid of, so but I'll let you know the ones I'm going to get rid of. But this one right here, I absolutely kind of liked. This one stars Bruce Willis and Nikki Whelan. This is a movie called Trauma Center, here on Blu-ray from Lionsgate. This movie right here is basically about, you know, Nikki's character. I think it was like her sister ends up going into the hospital for like some kind of like diabetes or something. But when she leaves the hospital, she ends up seeing, you know, these people, these 2 guys, like, end up killing this person. And, you know, it turns out, you know, you find out right away, it turns out, like, it's these 2 cops that killed this guy, as she basically witnessed it, and she's in the hospital for, under protection. And, basically, it's, the cops find out that that she witnessed this, and it's them, like, going into the hospital and trying to kill her, so that she doesn't tell anyone who they were exactly. This movie was really, really intense. You know what? I really actually kind of like this one. It's a shame that there's no features on this one for some reason. But other than that, though, for this movie, I really liked. If you haven't seen this one, definitely check this one out. Okay, the next one here I got. This is one I'm going to probably sell, because, I don't know, I thought this movie was okay. But, I mean, it wasn't really my favorite one, you know. But it's cool to see that, you know, Walmart's putting out, you know, Vestron videos. I know there's one, and it's also cool. Sorry. I'm still trying to recover from my cold. But it is kind of cool that they're starting to put the digital codes out on the Vestron videos. But this is the latest one that's came out, and it's, you know, Sundown, The Vampire in Retreat, here on Blu-ray. You get a bunch of cool special features on here. You get, like, an audio commentary, you get some interviews. You know, there's a lot of interviews. You got theatrical trailer and still gallery. But yeah, I thought this one was an okay movie. I know the next one that's coming out from Vestron, but for some reason this time it's not coming with a digital. It's supposed to be the original Dementia 13. So hopefully Walmart will get that one, because I'll definitely check that one out. Because I know they did a remake too, which was like made for TV for the Chiller channel, which is no longer available. Alright, this next one right here. Alright, this next one right here. This is one I'm so happy is finally available on Blu-ray. You know, Disney Movie Club has been been releasing some good stuff lately. They've been, you know, putting back some new releases on Blu-ray. This is one of the ones I was so happy to finally own on Blu-ray. I know it was available for, I think, China, and I think it was region free. I'm not sure, but this movie right here is a movie starring Vin Diesel. That is the movie The Pacifier, here on Blu-ray for the very first time. But no features as usual when it comes to these Disney Movie Club titles. But you know, it's still cool that they're finally able to try to get them out on Blu-ray. You know, this looks incredible on Blu-ray. Now, I remember seeing this movie in theaters, you know, remember, like, how cool this movie was. But if you haven't seen this movie is basically, you know, it stars Vin Diesel, and he ends up getting hired to protect his family. And what ends up happening is, you know, the family, you know, there's a couple cool stars in this, like Lauren Graham's in this one, Brittany Snow, you know, Carol Kane's in it, you know, from When a Stranger Calls. Yeah, Brittany Snow, Max Thieriot is in this one as well. You know, it's him, like, trying to, like, protect the house, and, because, like, there was, like, these robberies that were happening. You know, their father ended up dying from a kidnapping gone wrong, and, you know, it's them trying to find something called Ghost, and they're in there trying to find this ghost thing. It's very kind of confusing to talk about it, but, you know, when you watch the movie, you kind of understand what's going on. But, you know, and the kids, you know, they don't like him because, like, he's waking them up at, like, 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. Like, he's acting like their drill sergeant. Like, you know, it's a great movie if you haven't seen this one. I still have a couple of Disney Movie Clubs to talk about. But this is one I had to start off with because I love this movie so much. You know, and hopefully we'll get, like, you know, the Air Bud movies to come out to Blu-ray one day. I'm really crossing my fingers, hoping one day they'll come out to Blu-ray finally. You know what? I'm gonna drink some Sunny Day. Glad I got that in here. Alright, the next one here I got. This is a set I heard that's out of print, but I was able to get it on eBay a couple months ago for, like, I think like $39 or something. And, you know, I love the first one so much, I really wanted to check out the sequels, but I heard that the fourth movie, I mean, all these movies had standalone releases, but the fourth movie was, like, so expensive, so I had to get it in the set. But this was the Toxic Avenger collection here on Blu-ray. And I have to say, though, these movies are absolutely fun to watch. These movies are so fucking gory. I mean, you will not believe the amount of gore that these movies had, especially for an 80s like movie. But if you haven't seen the Toxic Avenger, you know, it's basically about, you know, this nerd who ends up getting picked on a lot at this gym, and they end up pulling a prank on him, and he ends up falling into this kind of like toxic waste. And when that happens, he turns into the Toxic Avenger, and the Toxic Avenger is like a superhero that is like killing bad guys on the street and robbers. That's basically what it is. And of course, you know, he has a girlfriend who's blind. You know, the second one was him going to I think Tokyo to find his father. The third one, I can't really remember what happened in the third one. I remember the third and fourth one, those ones were okay. But you know, the fourth one was when, you know, his blind girlfriend was pregnant, and I think that one was when there was like a clone of the Toxic Avenger, you know, taking good people out. But, you know, these are just really fun, wacky, weird, crazy movies to watch. You know, if you like weird, crazy, weird movies, this is definitely your type of movie. You know, I absolutely really enjoy these ones. And the last one here on Blu-ray I got, you know, I remember seeing this one in theaters, thinking it was okay. I got this one at one of the Dollar Trees. I mean, you know, watching this now, it doesn't hold up as much, but I still kind of like it for what it was, but I might sell this one. This is a movie with Steve Carell and Steve Buscemi, Alan Arkin, Jim Carrey, Olivia Wilde's in this as well. It's a movie called The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. I remember when I did my review of this, I put The Amazing Burt Wonderstone. I'm always getting that confused. You know, I'm saying The Amazing Burt Wonderstone. It's actually The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. But it's just basically, you know, Steve Carell, you know, he's like this magician who does all these weird, cool, and fun and crazy, like, tricks he can do. But, you know, it's not a bad movie, but I might sell this one. Alright, now on to the DVDs. So, the first one here I got on DVD, this is, once again, a Region 2 lock. So, what that means is you have to have a Region 3 player to get this. But that is, you know, Goosebumps Seasons 3 and 4 here on DVD. This is also, you know, the final season that came out. And this one has, like, a lot of episodes on here. It's a 5-disc set. You know, this is what the disc looks like. And, you know, the first 4 disc is Season 3, and the last disc is Season 4. You know, this one has an episode on here that was never available on DVD in the U.S., which is probably one of my all-time favorite episodes. And I never had the VHS of it, and I heard the VHS is out of print, which is the werewolf skin episode. But the episode you get on here is Shocker on Shock Street, My Best Friend is Invisible, House of No Return, Don't Go to Sleep, Click, An Old Story, The Barking Ghost, One Day at Horrorland, Parts 1 and 2, The Haunted House Game, Perfect School, Parts 1 and 2, Werewolf Skin, Parts 1 and 2, Awesome Aunt, Bride of the Living Dummy, Strained Peas, Say Cheese and Die Again, Trilogy Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3, Teacher's Pet, and Season 4 includes How I Got My Shrunken Head, Parts 1 and 2, The Ghost Next Door, Parts 1 and 2, Cry of the Cat, Parts 1 and 2, and Deep Trouble, Parts 1 and 2. Deep Trouble has a very good friend of mine now, who I just talked to about a month ago on Cameo, named Todd Fennell. Definitely give him a shout out and subscribe to him. Or, yeah, follow him on Instagram, because he's a very cool guy. Definitely give that guy support, you know. But, you know, it was great, and it was so fun, you know, rewatching episodes and have this Goosebumps marathon. You know, really, really fun, you know. Hopefully, because I know there's talks about them bringing the show back. I really hope they do, because they brought back Are You Afraid of the Dark, so I hope they bring back Goosebumps. And I know there's talks about it, but haven't heard much about it lately, so it was like a couple months before COVID happened. But, you know, really, really great show. Like I said, that's a Region 2 release. Alright, this next one right here. Now, I wasn't going to get this one at first, but when I was in Walmart, had to get cough medicine because of my sore throat, I decided to get it. You know, because, I mean, I like the other ones that I've seen. This is actually the latest movie that's came out. I mean, these movies are fun to watch, but it's like, how many of these movies are they going to keep doing, you know? And, you know, what's weird is some of them you can only get on DVD. Some of them have Blu-ray releases. This one does not have a Blu-ray release, as far as I know. That is, you know, the new Cinderella Story here, which is supposed to be a Cinderella Story Part 6, Starstruck, here on DVD. And, you know, but what never disappoints me about these kind of movies is they always get the great, you know, actresses to star in the movie. And this one stars Bailey Madison. And, you know, this is her, like, living at this farm. And, you know, she's been living there since she was little. You know, her father passed away. And, of course, it's kind of like how the other movies are, you know, like, they always have, like, an evil stepmother, and siblings are just as evil as her, and they make them do shit they don't want to do, like clean the house, and like they want to do something special, but they're not allowed to. This is basically, you know, her wanting to star in this movie that's being filmed, and you know, and basically her mom wants to sell the house that, you know, they're staying at, but the, you know, Bailey Madison's character doesn't want that to happen, and, you know, and they want to get rid of her pig, and which is her, I forgot what they called the pig in the movie, but, you know, they want to kill her favorite pig, basically, and they don't, and, you know, she starts to try to be in this movie, but they don't want her in because something ends up happening. But what happens is, you know, it kind of in a sort of a way, it was kind of like a Cinderella Story mixed with White Chicks, or mixed with Mrs. Doubtfire or something, because it's her basically, you know, because she can't be in this movie. You know, she's dressing up as this cowboy named Huck, and to star in this movie, but that's pretty much what it is. But I actually thought this movie was really cool. Features on here you get is, you know, the making of and Meet the Farm Animals here. That is Cinderella Story here on DVD. Alright, this one right here, I just got done watching it like a couple hours ago. I know there is a Blu-ray release of this one, but I just got the DVD because Walmart didn't have the Blu-ray. And I have to say, I thought this movie was outstanding. Another reason why I got it is I just love this cover right here. I'm not going to lie, I really love this cover. That's probably why I bought it, because this cover just kept getting me going, wanting to buy it. This is a movie called Held, here on DVD. This movie right here is basically about this couple, this married couple that stay at this isolated vacation rental. And what ends up happening is, you know, there's kind of like, the movie is kind of like, you know, The Strangers in a sort of a way, but it has like a really, really dark twist to it. You know, like the wife ends up waking up the next morning, and she notices that she's wearing something that she was not wearing last night. And basically, her and husband, as they're getting ready to leave, you know, they hear someone, and they go back into the house, and they're basically trapped in the house. And of course, it turns out like there's like this crazy intruder who's like making him do like all this crazy stuff, like they were telling her like, oh, go have sex on the bed, or kiss your wife goodnight, or open the door for her. And basically, if they don't, there's like this thing on the back of this ear. They shock them. Well, they like get shocked, like a taser if they don't do it. But I don't want to give the movie too much detail, but I thought this movie was outstanding. So I'll definitely be upgrading this one at some point. I don't know when, but I love this one right here. If you guys have not seen this one, definitely check this one out. This one I absolutely loved. You know, did not bore me or anything. You know, I just love these kind of movies. This movie was absolutely amazing. Definitely check this one out. Okay, this next one right here. Now, this one I know there's a Blu-ray release of. Same thing with this other one I'll talk about in a sec. You know, me and my mom have been selling a lot of my DVDs lately, and you know, she wanted to sell this one, and I'm like, no, don't sell this one. I remember actually kind of liking this one, and I did. And there is a Blu-ray of this one, I know, like I said. But I just want to keep it for now until, you know, I can find a Blu-ray of it or something. I don't want to order it. I want to see if I can come across it, like, at a Goodwill or something. But this is a movie called Dark Water here on a DVD. And, you know, I haven't watched the movie in years. So, from what I remember, it was, like, about, you know, Jennifer Connelly. You know, she has this daughter. And they end up moving into this, like, in this apartment complex. Or this apartment. And the little girl ends up finding this, I think it was like a Hello Kitty backpack or something. And I remember something about the Hello Kitty backpack. That's how I remember this movie. You know, and I remember, like, you know, she wanted to keep it. And, you know, the owner was like... Sorry, that would be in my phone. But the owner was like, you know, if we keep this back for 1 week and no one claims it, you know, it's all yours. And I remember something like, it was like about like the little girl like was like seeing this like imaginary like friend or something, and the friend was making the little girl do bad things, making her go nuts, something like that. I can't really remember exactly, but I remember like something about like one of the apartments being haunted. But I do remember liking this one for what it was. But that was the movie Dark Water. All right, now this one right here. Now, I haven't watched the DVD yet, so but I did watch it a couple years ago. And this was the movie, the George A. Romero movie, Diary of the Dead, here on DVD. This is one of the Dollar Tree ones I found. This one right here was basically, it was like a zombie apocalypse, like in a found footage like movie. I remember this one kind of being cool. I mean, I know it wasn't like a perfect movie, but I remember it being like cool for what it was. And the last one here I got. This movie right here. This is one, once again, I found at a Dollar Tree. I'm gonna sell this one. Because, like, what the fuck? Why the fuck did I buy this movie? I don't know. When it comes to those Dollar Tree movies, you go crazy with them sometimes. Like, you just like to grab this and that, this and that, this and that. You just don't know what you have, you know? I don't know why I bought this. I really don't. This is a movie called A Witch's Ball here on DVD. I don't know. I got bored with this. I fell asleep. So, yeah, I will definitely be selling this one if anyone wants it. But that is it for this DVD and Blu-ray update. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.